Good morning. Chapter 8, Lesson 1 is on page 360. We're moving into systems of equations, which means we're going to have some graph paper. So I'm hoping that everybody has some. I started you off with some. There are some sheets that you can download on the website, but you need to be prepared and bring your own graph paper. I can't afford to keep that in our classroom all the time. Number 9 is a set of two equations, x plus y is equal to 3. And x minus y is equal to 1, and the question is, if we're going to solve this system of equations by graphing and see where the two linear equations intersect. So the first thing we're going to do for this one is x plus y is equal to 3. I'm going to make my t-chart, x and y. I'm going to probably do the x and y intercepts, just 2 points, see what it looks like. So if x is 0, y turns out to be 3, kind of a no-brainer. And if y is 0, x turns out to be 3, so another no-brainer. So we have those ordered pairs 0, 3, and 3, 0. Let's put those on our graph over here. We've got 0, 3, and 3, 0. So let's connect that line. Oops, let's turn this off. Well, no, let's leave it on. So let's connect the dots. And I think it looks something like that. I think we can even extend the line. So it looks something like that. Okay. Let's get fancy here. Let's change that to blue. Ooh. Let's go back to our second equation. X minus y is equal to 1. So I'm going to make my t-chart again. X and y. So I'm going to make x 0 and y 0 to find the x and y intercepts. So if x is 0, minus y is equal to 1, or y is equal to negative 1. And if y is 0, another no-brainer, x turns out to be 1. So let's see if we can plot that on our graph and see where they intersect. So we've got 0, negative 1. Let's go with green, huh? Let's go with green. Pick the green, Dave. 0, negative 1 is going to be right here, I believe. And 1 and 0 is going to be right around there, so it's kind of hard to see. But we'll connect the two dots, something like that. And let's make that one, like we said, green. Oops, let's select that to green. Oops, let's select that to green. And I think the 2 points intersect at 2, 1. So the intersection is where they both meet. Let's make that red. And the solution for this turns out to be, using graph paper, x is 2, y is 1. There's probably a shortcut, but for graphing two equations, linear equations, sometimes it's not so bad. Let's try our next problem. Number 27, 3x plus 7y is equal to 5, and 6x minus 7y is equal to 1. So again, I'm going to make my t-chart, x and y. I'm going to make x 0 and y 0. So if x is 0, I end up with 7y is equal to 5, or y turns out to be 5 over 7. Ooh, this looks ugly. Let's make y 0, so if that's true, so 3x is equal to 5, and x turns out to be, if I divide both sides by 3, 5 over 3. That also doesn't look too good. Let's try this one, 6x minus 7y. Again, I'm going to make my t-chart, x and y. So this looks like if x is 0, minus 7y is equal to 1, or y is equal to negative 1/7. And if this one is 0, then 6x is equal to 1, or x is equal to 1/6. My graph has things by ones. I think I'd have to change the scale. Problem 27 says, and you check your possible solutions, so we would have to change the scale to that. We're going to make, let's see, the y-axis with sevenths and the x-axis with 6. So this is going to be 6, and this is going to be in sevenths. Okay, so this is 1/62636, 1 over 6. So let's do the first one at 0 and 5. This is in sevenths, 0 and 5/7. Remember, this is 5 over 7. And this one over here turns out to be, oh, we better do this one in thirds, I guess, or 6. So let's do it in 6. So 5/3 is the same thing as 10/6. So it looks like something like that. This is 10/6, which is 5/3. So we could connect those dots. Oops. Let me turn that off now. Turn off my snap to grid so I can move my points around. Oops. Nope, nope, nope. Something like that. Difficult to do. Let's do the second one over here. We've got 0 and -1/7. Remember, these are down here, so it looks like something like this. 0, x is 0, y is -1/7. And x is 1/6. And y is 0, something like that. 0, -1/6, and 0, something like that. Let's connect those two lines. Something like that. And the solution turns out to be very messy. Something like that. I'm guessing maybe 3.5 over 6 and 3.5 or 3.3 maybe sevenths. Okay, kind of an odd solution. So number 27, really, we do come up with a solution, but way too difficult to do with graph paper. There must be a better way. Stay tuned. We'll see you guys all tomorrow.